Education Minister Lakshman Rymbui on Monday said the Meghalaya government's priority is to ensure the ongoing administrative crisis at NEHU does not affect the students. Rymbui said he has written to the Union Education Minister and is seeking a meeting for a permanent solution. As uncertainty continues due to the prolonged absence of Vice Chancellor Professor Prabha Shankar Shukla, he also said a meeting will be arranged with NEHU Tura Pro VC Femlin K. Marak. Earlier in the day, the NEHUSU called on Governor C.H. Vijay Shankar at Lok Bhavan and submitted a memorandum on the issue. Meanwhile, NEHUTA President Professor Lakhon Kumar said the university is functioning without a registrar and a finance officer, terming it autopilot and paralyzed.
See, today the 4 organizations from NEHU, they come and with me to apprise me about the situation in NEHU. The association from META, from NEHUSU, from NEHUTA, and the KSU NEHU unit. They come, as you know that for the past more than 400 days, there is no Vice Chancellor in the campus of NEHU. The Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Shukla, he have been out of station, as I said, for more than 400 days. So the NEHU decision in NEHU have become paralysis. More so because of the resignation of the Pro-Vice Chancellor of NEHU. So this thing has become quite difficult for the NEHU to run. Our priority is that whatever may be the thing, that the universities should function and should not affect the student community in NEHU. But as of now, we learn that without even the Pro-VC in Shillong campus, it is very difficult for declaration of result, for payment of wages, for sanctioning of different seminar and all, or for the, more importantly, for the declaration of result and other program of NEHU. So they come to apprise me, and as you know also, there is one Pro-VC in Tura campus. As per the statute in NEHU, that whenever there is no VC, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of will take over. But they informed me that the Pro-VC of Tura is not willing to come over to Shillong. So we have to find the solution. And I have informed my officers to arrange the meeting with the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Tura to see what is her view, so that the government main intention is that the program, the student community should not be at all affected in NEHU. Because if it is affected in NEHU, that means it affects all over the state, because many of the colleges are affiliated to NEHU. Even the scholarship of students also, it will be affected. And as you know, as of now, there is no registrar, it's totally, so to say, I myself, I don't know who run the NEHU and how they could run the NEHU. I have written to the Honorable Union Minister on the 15th of December. I have tried to meet him. I will try again to have a meeting with him that a permanent solution could be arrived so that the functioning of NEHU, the premier university in India, could be the academic business, and that running should be smooth. But for the present, we have to find a solution within the statute of NEHU. How? When there is no VC, the pro VC will be as acting VC. But when the pro VC is not willing to come to Shillong, so how to find the solution? So I have told my officers to contact the pro VC and have the formal dialogue, the formal consultation, how this issue could be resolved temporarily, and let the ministry, as and when the ministry able to find the replacement, they may post brief. But we cannot wait for the day-to-day affairs of NEHU. As I said, that it affects the student community, not only of NEHU but all the affiliated college. If the result could not be declared on time, if or the program of NEHU, and as you know now, the government of India or Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he really want to take the education into a new height. That's why a new education policy 2020 have been launched, and every day new circular from a different regulatory authority have been given to different state government, different university. But if there is no head, how to go with? So it is a central university. I find that it is incumbent upon me to see that this issue could be resolved immediately for the benefit of the student community. The ministry are very serious. That's why they have institute an inquiry headed by Professor D.P. Singh. And that inquiry, they have submitted the report, but till date, we don't know what is that in that report. And number two, that even without VC, within the statute of NEHU, the NEHU is guided by the statute, can always find the acting VC in the absence of the regular VC. But this, as I said, if there is no VC, the pro VC will take over. But now the pro VC, as where they make me understand that is not willing to come to Shillong to take over as the acting thing. So what is the solution? The solution is that the NEHU statute don't have the power to appoint the acting authority. They have the power only if the present incumbent who is not willing to come to Shillong resign from the post of VC, as Professor Undar resigned, then only the senior-most professor could take over from NEHU. So these are the things which within the NEHU itself, leave aside what the ministry. So we, the state government, Honorable Chief Minister, have tried to impress with the government of India that the permanent solution could be resolved. So we have to tackle two issues. One is the present context and one is the permanent solution. As I said, I don't know who is running the NEHU. Now it is autopilot, so to say. So, but you know, without the person who will run, how the different program, how the academic calendar, and how everything could be settled, we need to arrive. The earlier is the best. Thank you. As I said earlier, that the ministry has already instituted the inquiry, and the inquiry committee has already submitted its report. So as till now, we don't know what is the outcome of that report, because since they have not made it public. So I cannot comment on that. I will comment only if, as and when I have a one-to-one, the meeting with the ministry, then only I could say how, why, and what is there.
From NEHUSU, the KSU NEHU unit, the NEHU Non-Teaching Staff Association and NEHU Teachers Association. We have come and met the Education Minister, Mr. Lakman Rymbui, just to express our frustration as a university, because as of today, in the university, we don't have a VC in station, we don't have an Inshirong campus, we don't have a Pro-VC, we don't have a registrar, we don't have a finance officer, nobody is there, and the university is running on an autopilot mode. There is nobody to take decisions. There are a lot of things pending, the results, PhD results, master degree results, UG results, fellowship bills, all sort of medical emergencies that are coming up. There is nobody to take a call. Why? Because there is nobody sitting in the chair. So this is a very, very, frustrating kind of situation that we have never encountered. I'm sure you will never hear in any central university, because, the statutory provisions are there that when the VC is not there, the PVC should perform the duty. And when PVC is not there, the senior most professor will perform the duty of the VC. Now, in this scenario, what has happened, which you all know, is the Shillong PVC resigned on the 15th of December. And since then, he has not come to work, so naturally he has resigned. Now, but then, so in NEHU, right now we have only one PVC. See, it may be, she might have, Professor Famlin Mara might have been appointed for Tura campus, but university is one. So since we have only one Pro-VC, the statutory provision 2A51 says that when the VC is not there in station, the Pro-VC will perform the duty of the VC. Now it's the onus is on her to come and perform the duty of the VC in the headquarters. Now we as stakeholders have written to her almost 15-20 days ago, requesting her to come and perform your duty in the headquarters, but she chose not to respond. Only thing that you have heard in media is she doesn't want to make a comment. Now this is a very, very, I would say, a very tricky situation, because there is the statute which I have just mentioned, 2A51. It clearly says that when VC is not there, the PVC will perform the duty of the VC. Now, she cannot choose to be a PVC of Tura and not perform the duty in absence of the VC. So if she doesn't want to, she has to resign from the PVC Tura job. Once that is there, then we have the third option in our statute, which says that when the Pro-VC is not there, the senior most professor will perform the duty of the VC. But to reach to that extent, we don't want to go right now. So we have requested the minister and through his good office that please do whatever you can, because after all, this is our university. This is one state of Meghalaya, and the jurisdiction is only within the state of Meghalaya. A lot of problems are there. Like I said, the fellowships are there. Now, we have the bulk of our non-teaching staff are contractual or through the outsource agency. They are about 900 of them.
900.
And they are supposed to get their December salary by 10th of January. Today is 12th. There is nobody to process the salary, and there is nobody to approve the salary. On top of that, we are not even sure whether we have enough fund in NEHU to pay them salary. But who will take this call unless there is a head sitting there in the VC's office to take this call? And that's the reason why I think very soon, if the stalemate continues like this, naturally the non-teaching staff will stop working, and we are all, entire NEHU is dependent on, bulk of them are actually the contractual and the outsourced one. The moment they stop coming to work, we are already paralyzed. Then we are totally immovable, I would say. We cannot move even an inch, because all our staff are either contractual or through the outsourced agency. And if they don't get salary, naturally, how long they will keep working free of cost? So that is a more pressing issue. Let's hope that somebody is there to take a call, because even to explore a possibility of getting some fund to pay them salary, you need somebody sitting in the head, and we all understand that. But right now, we are totally going on autopilot mode, and hence, we don't know who will take a call. I hope he will use his good office to, through the CM's office maybe, to ensure that, we have somebody sitting in the headquarters to take those necessary decisions in the larger interests of the students, the non-teaching staff, the teachers, and the university as a whole. We are trying to explore all options that are available to us. This was one of them. Hopefully this will work. If not, naturally, we have to, as stakeholders, will sit together again and take a call on what will be our next course of action. Till such time, we believe that something good will happen, and we'll have a head performing the duty of the VC in the headquarters of NEHU at Shillong.